3, 2, 1, action. Hey guys, welcome back to Off the Record, where we talk about whatever we want.
And we have a brand new guest that has never been on here before.
Never. Not once.
Mike Song.
안녕하세요.
Anthony.
That's actually the best 안녕하세요 I've ever heard from a fucking junket, dude. That was pretty good.
네, 한국말 못해요.
It's a derogatory word for Chinese people. That Korean people call them.
What about Mexicans? What's that?
Mexican.
Mexican.
Oh, that's it.
My mom's hella funny because like in the store, like a Mexican person would come in, and it's very shocking when a Mexican person comes into a black beauty supply store. She'd be like, "Oh, Mexican's on them." I'm like, "Mom, that sounds just like Mexican." Like she knows what you're saying.
You can't hide that.
What's the second part?
Saddam is person.
Person. Oh.
I made one up for Mexicans.
What?
It's mamejin. That means bean people.
That's tough. Well, we already have our own. When we say nut or bean, is for Vietnamese people. Tang kong.
How come?
I don't know. It's very derogatory though.
He's a dankon.
Are you Vietnamese as well?
I speak Vietnamese. Yeah, my parents were born in Vietnam. Even though like my blood is like Chinese. Yeah.
Yeah, Tang kong jankie seki, dude.
Yeah, seki. You didn't have to add the seki in there. Yeah.
What's Seki about?
Seki is
You guys
like.
say that all the time.
It's kind of. It could be used as you could call it as a child. It can mean kid or bitch.
Oh.
Yeah, child and bitch are usually different though.
funny.
Depends on how you say
Very
it.
different.
Korean language is the same thing.
Oh, not like.
Really? Don't you guys like Hugin?
Hugin means black person, but that's
Like
actually,
literally?
it means dirt.
Like dirt
Oh,
being,
shit.
right?
But they're talking about the color of the skin, so hook means like earth. So, but that's not derogatory. That's actually the formal way to say it. So the derogatory term is kamdungi. Kamdungi is like basically the N word.
Oh, damn.
So it's very, very derogatory. So when
So Hugin is just like descriptive. It's not
It's just descriptive.
Oh, that is like an earth being
Dude, I want to be Earth being.
Yeah.
That
That's tight.
sounds tight as fuck.
like earth being.
versus like dirt color.
Yeah.
What about Indian people? What do you guys call Indian people?
Indian people, dirty. No, yeah, I don't know. Indian. I don't know. I don't know those things because my mom actually just says Indian or she just says Mexican. I think there are terms for it, but I don't know. Yeah. So Korean people out there, let us know.
Or maybe don't. I'm just kidding.
I want to
Because
know.
if it's derogatory, I don't know.
Or Dumb knows. Dumb knows all the Korean right now. Should ask Dumb.
Because he's doing all the.
Yeah, he's been teaching a lot of Korean.
I've been
Shout
learning.
out to Dumb for having the worst Korean accent ever, dude. It's like, hey, what's up, guys? Today we're gonna learn the word for chip, gwaja.
How are you supposed to say it?
Gwaja. Yeah, he has the worst Korean
He sounds like a white guy. So we're gonna learn how to talk about beef, bulgogi. Yeah. Okay. Alright.
So anyway, what you been up to?
Being, just labeled a derogatory Chinese person, Vietnamese person.
Oh, you're our favorite junket, dude.
Hey, dude, everything's been good. Everything's been good lately. I think one of the most exciting things that I've gotten a chance to work on lately, actually, is a lot of like K-pop music.
What?
You've been going to karate?
What?
I mean, Korea.
What?
Yeah, I've gotten a chance to go out there, work with some artists. Been doing a lot of choreography work with the Kinjaz back at home.
Can you say who?
Who?
Like the artist over there?
I don't know if we're allowed to say everybody, but we've been doing a lot of work with YG. Been working with some of the groups like Winner and Icon a lot lately. Amazing group of people, really hardworking artists out there. Young and just killing the game, so it's mad fun.
Man, I just don't.
I feel sad for K-pop artists because I just imagine them like being whipped by their managers, and there's like they're like circus lions, and then the managers are the like whoosh, they're like the tamers. That's what it seems like.
I think I would assume yes, but I also assume it's kind of like both sides.
Like they want the fame so bad.
Yeah, like you sign up for it. You know what I mean? Like you submit to it. Like for example, one of the most popular things that happens, not just in Korea right now, but in general, is like it comes from like a reality TV place. It's like making the band kind of thing, right? So like all these like young boys or whatever like that will go into these things where they're tested rigorously on like weekly TV shows, in comical, entertaining, or serious ways, right? They're in dance lessons, they're in singing lessons, they're in like a bunch of stuff in order to like find the next idol group. And then like from this like group of X amount, like 40 people or whatever like that, they go through these tests and then finally there's like a finishing like 4,
That's
5,
smart.
7, 9 or whatever. So the interesting thing about that is since so many people in Korea who are into K-pop like watch those shows, before they even get their like boy band name or K-pop group or whatever, they're already famous. They're already like kind of supported by the people, which is why like the culture is actually kind of genius.
Actually, yeah,
That's
it's pretty
super
genius.
genius.
Really, really amazing, which is also probably one of the reasons why they've been able to transcend in such an international way in terms of like a pop music from like an Asian country around the world. So it's pretty crazy.
That's tight. So now your Kinjaz group is getting involved in that whole thing.
We for the last couple years we've gotten a chance to work with.
Ooh, couple years, Gio. Step up, dude. Fucking know about his life a little bit. Shit, I need that.
Dang.
My bad.
But yeah, we've just been really fortunate to get a chance to work with a lot of the artists out there. There was actually this one time recently when I was in Korea with Ving, and we were doing some training there, that they put us in this hotel in the middle of Seoul, and we were up on like the 14th floor just looking outside, and it's a beautiful compact city where there's so much going on, and like just down the way there's this park area, and there's people that are like dancing, and there's a huge group. They just do this as a cultural thing out there. Like people just watch stuff, and we're like, dang, these people are dancing here. Wouldn't it be crazy if they were doing our choreography? That'd be wild, right? And then I was paying
No
attention,
way.
and I was like,
I feel like this is really nice. I haven't heard Bart say anything bad to Anthony just yet.
What do you mean?
So I'm waiting for every time you open your mouth, I'm like, here it goes. Here it
No,
goes.
I'm just taking it all in. That's
Okay.
fucking awesome. That's
Was this in Hongdae?
Hongdae? I think it was.
We went to a park there where people do the b-boy dancing and stuff.
So they were doing your choreography then?
Yeah, they were doing K-pop choreography, so it's not like Kinjaz stuff, but like it was choreography that me and Ving had done.
Oh, sick.
So the story is they stole your moves.
No, because culturally out there, it's really common for people to take those dance moves in K-pop stuff, and they'll just go to the park on Saturday and Sunday and perform. It's a bunch of kids.
So it's like a flash dance.
Yeah, and it's huge crowds, huge. They just sit there and they just watch, and they're just playing.
They watch and they don't cheer with any noise.
Oh, really?
Korean people, and
They're better than Japanese.
well, we're battling each other on the quietness right there.
No. Really?
We battle on suicide rates and how quiet we can be at
In
concerts.
concerts?
Yeah.
Really? Koreans?
I'm not sure how it is anymore, but that's what I remember from when I was a kid. Like when I would watch all these concerts, you just see these kids go.
With that big light stick.
Yeah.
Chinese concerts are also really quiet, outside of when they scream for like the artists in between. But when it's like performance and
When
stuff,
they come out, yay! And then the performance happens.
It's respect.
Shut
yeah,
up.
it's weird. And I had to ask about it because I was recently at a concert in China that we got to do some work for, and I was like, does nobody like this?
No, they're being respectful.
Yeah, and they're like, no, that's just how it is. And I was like, I had to think about it. I was like, why? And then I was like, oh, they don't serve alcohol at concerts.
So everyone's uptight as fuck.
Everyone's sober and chill and cold and just waiting for the act. And it's like, yeah! And then it's like the act.
Oh damn. You know how like in America there's a lot of like make some noise. They'll get like crowd work, like left side, right side. They don't do any of that stuff.
I never witnessed it.
Oh shit.
Dude, have you been on a Japanese roller coaster? It's the most silent thing ever.
It was a little bit, it was wild.
We saw that in Disneyland. We went to the roller coaster and all the Japanese people like,
Yeah, in Tokyo.
We're the loud, obnoxious
just,
Americans.
yes, us three screaming and then everyone else.
They're probably still used to that though.
But they still put their hands up though.
You hear like,
They're like,
Yeah, I like that.
you hear the spit when they smile. That's how quiet it is.
Yeah, so that's been really, really fun. It's all like in the shadows though, right? Because like on those weird ones.
In the shadows,
movement in the shadows.
Had to do a little branding.
Movement in the shadows.
Hey, I'm authentic, y'all. Come on, guys.
Well, we know your branding, so we caught it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
can someone catch me up to speed?
Women in the shadows. That's their thing, like their tagline.
Oh, they're like motto.
Yeah,
movement in the shadows.
Can someone catch me up to speed?
Oh man.
It's not Korean ninjas?
All right. It's kin as in kinfolk, my friends.
IE is not. It's not in the limelight. It is a big part of like my personal area of career right now. It's a really interesting kind of like place where I'm doing a lot of dance work and like nobody knows about it. You know what I mean? I'm not, like,
Do you like that? Do you prefer
relevant
that?
on like YouTube and stuff.
Dancer. You chose that life.
Yeah, I think it's great. I think it's just an interesting.
Like, limelight
Yeah, you
TV
move.
show.
I think a balance of both is necessary to be like a successful professional.
You know who you should have followed? You should have followed the career path of J-Lo.
Acting,
I'm cool.
singing.
That's a dancer. That's a dancer that became successful.
Yeah, for sure.
So the next move for you is to get a really nice ass and start performing in C-list movies, and then
Get on in living
Puff Daddy.
Get on in Living Color. Be a dancer. You know how it is.
Well, get on SNL, be a backup dancer for SNL.
The only one.
I don't. You know, to be honest, I don't know if I'm actually built like that to be like.
Like megastar.
Sex god.
I'll stay. Yeah, I'll stay with megastar. I feel like
You're probably more to yourself,
a little bit.
and you're not as vain.
I don't think I'm built to be a megastar either.
And when I say vain too, I'm saying that there has to be some sort of vanity to want that.
You have to. Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
saying something bad, but people who do like the limelight, it's vanity, and you have to have that. If you don't, you're gonna struggle with the limelight.
When it's narcissism.
Yeah, you have to have it though. But if you don't,
You do have to.
You have to want.
Because
it.
you also have to believe that you're that person. It's like Kanye. Sometimes you're like, Kanye is crazy, but if he wasn't crazy, he wouldn't go that far.
Yeah, because I'm Kanye and I do dope shit. That was the first thing he said to Dave Chappelle when he was a nobody.
Yeah.
I don't think Through the Wire even came out at the time. He's like, I'm Kanye, I do dope shit.
Yeah.
And he was like the most egotistical one out of the group of actual celebrities.
He already believed in himself.
Yep.
Yeah. But he has the skills to back it up, so he was very like prophetic in that sense.
That's what we're specifically talking about for limelight, though. When it comes to like artistry, though, like I enjoy the moments where I like have to be crazy. I have to like think crazy. I don't even think I'm like that.
What do you mean think crazy?
Sometimes like you get in the humdrum of doing like professional work so much that you do it a certain way, right? And you whether you're doing it for the people, whether you're doing it for the job, whether you're doing it for what you think is yourself, but really what you're doing for yourself, you're just trying to make sure you continue to get jobs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, there's every now and then I feel like sometimes in my head or in my heart, you want to snap and you want to just do something, even if people like don't receive it the way you want it.
That is how I live my life. That's why I'm not successful. See, you're fucking up. See, don't be a David So, dude. Don't take your channel and just delete the whole thing and start a podcast.
I took my channel, I gave it over to our competition. That's what I mean. Like
To your competition.
Yeah, we turned it into the Arena Dance Competition YouTube channel. Remember I was talking to you that one day? Context, I hit up Bart and Gio because, big role models of mine.
Oh, thank you. Wow.
Thank you.
Very nice.
We talked about on the podcast that never came out, but we're talking about migrating your channel over to like a different brand and stuff like that. And at that time was that very pivotal moment where I was already stopping the whole like let me push Anthony Lee as an individual brand. I was like let's push the ideals and the brand of like Kinjaz together because it's just a bigger voice and you could do more and impact more people versus like individual legacy. You guys know that story. So turning my channel into Arena was like after watching what you guys had done with Barbell Brigade, and it was just like made a lot of sense, very inspiring. But that's just a testament to the idea of like the limelight for the individualism is not something that I wanted to seek as much as I've already been blessed with.
Yeah.
Whatever minimal that amount is, and I enjoy it. But at the same time, like going farther is daunting. So I enjoy the fact that I'm in a part of my career where I'm doing a lot of in the shadows work. It's like good work and nobody really knows about it. But sometimes I have to be like, I'm still alive. Hire me. I still do cool stuff sometimes.
You have to be more vain. I'm telling you, dude.
And you can't post this shit, like you can never like put it out to the public?
Sometimes, it's like a double-edged sword. I feel like sometimes with artists especially too, like they might not want you to, or the label, they might not want you to put out the artistry that like you had created for them, because sometimes they do.
Like Paris. I don't know how to say her last name.
Gabelle.
Hilton.
How is it?
Gabelle.
Gabelle. Like her, like she
Gabelle.
does choreo for Rihanna. She does
Yeah.
choreo for Sierra. But like she'll put it. Like
She's like a celebrity herself, so to speak, right? So maybe that's like a relationship that they'll have with the record label. It's like, yeah, you post this too. It'll be great.
Oh, I see. But you're bigger than her.
No.
I'm not. I don't know about industry, but just in terms of numbers.
On
Really?
social, I'm pretty sure she's way more popular than me. Yeah.
Never mind then.
You know another dancer that became really famous recently?
I don't know why it's already funny.
Finding Neverland.
Oh, Michael Jackson.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh,
No.
you were wild.
I straight up, I'm gonna be a bitch about it right now. I refuse to watch that.
Same,
Really?
yeah.
Why?
Because every one of my close homies literally said it ruined all the music. And the problem is, it's not that I don't want to seek the truth. It's that the music plays everywhere, and I don't want to be ruined everywhere.
You're too fucking
listen.
sensitive, dude.
Listen, Anthony.
It is the most hilarious documentary you'll ever see, dude.
It's fucking comedy and it's
fucking
not
funny.
true. Don't worry about it.
still got 2 months. Yeah, don't worry about it.
No, let us know right now.
Me meeting Joe in high school, never doing drugs, and him going, "Come on, man, just take a hit. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be
Yeah,
good."
don't worry about it.
And convincing me to take a hit.
I know, and you're gonna have a dope ass time with me.
Just know this. Just know this. That within the documentary, it's not like the R. Kelly situation where you see there's video proof. This is just people's accounts of stories with a lot of shady stuff behind it. So when I watched the docuseries, I was cracking up. It's very serious, but when somebody says that Michael Jackson told him to go to a corner, spread his butt cheeks, and jack off to his butthole, that is hilarious.
It was really funny.
Don't give me that look, dude.
I haven't watched it. I refuse to watch it.
I didn't finish it. I just watched the first part and like half of it.
It's hard. It's hard. It's just like it's like.
Do you want to see a 2-hour live fest? It's hilarious.
2-hour life.
All right, let me tell you why. Okay, there's already a lot of evidence that kind of doesn't work with what they've said. One really big one is James Safechuck, right? There's 2 guys that accuse Michael of molestation, right? And then if you don't know anything about their history, then you feel very sorry for these guys. But if you knew a lot of the backstory and what went down and the motives and the reasons, then you go, oh, it makes fucking sense. Like if you're a big Michael fan and you know, and you've been following this stuff, you understand, which I am, right? So here's one of the biggest lies, biggest fucking lie, okay? James Safechuck in the documentary said he was molested repeatedly all over Neverland Ranch, right? He has a very graphic story about being molested inside of the train station, upstairs and all that stuff. At the time of his allegation, he was around like 11 years old or 12 years old, right? But evidence comes out that the train station was built when he was 17 years old.
Didn't exist.
It didn't exist during the time he was visiting the Neverland Ranch. And then so people are coming out and say, well, you know, memory's faulty and whatever. But dude, I'm 35 and I know distinctively the difference between
11.
being 17 and 11. You could be 60 years old and there's a huge gap between. Now, if it was like, if you're 11 and maybe 13, maybe, yeah, especially if, I don't know, but.
You remember traumatic experiences. You don't forget that shit.
Because being 17 and 11 is a huge fucking gap. That's a huge gap. So what ended up happening was Oprah took down the interviews that she had with them, and then they're not gonna re-air. HBO's not gonna re-air the Finding Neverland documentary, all that stuff, because they're.
It's still up. I just saw it.
Well, it's still going through its run. It's not gonna go.
That run is not gonna go
Yeah.
to another one.
Yeah, but they're basically, man. A lot of people knew that this is a money grab.
Sucks.
Like I said, I'm down to be a bitch on this particular topic because like that fool really impacted my life with his music. You know what I mean, and a lot of that stuff. So I'm like, all I see is disdain and sadness on like a lot of like peers' faces from hearing things like that. Even true or not, it's a dark
It makes
picture.
you think. It makes you think.
And you think about the music, you're thinking about the sound of the music, you're thinking about the titles, the things like Pretty Young Thing.
But isn't that fool a part of the dance world though?
Oh yeah, Wade Robson is huge,
right?
Huge in the dance world.
Yeah.
This fool was a meaty, cheesy boy from the Jack in the Box commercials too.
Does it make me a bad person that I still listen to R. Kelly?
Yes.
Really? Why?
Yeah.
Because you know that he's a shitty person.
But I wish. There's
No, don't say that. Don't do that.
Because I
Picture him singing and saying, "Please forgive me, I fucked up."
His shit is so like true to the shit he was doing though. It's in the lyrics.
Yeah, but I separate the art from.
You can't though when he's like.
So art to me also is a communicative medium. For example, like as much as Leonardo da Vinci wants to put into Mona Lisa, the other half of the art is how it makes me emote. So with R. Kelly stuff, like although he was despicable and he made whatever art he made, let's say he was a chef, right? And he was a fucking like a kid molesting chef. Like, because of that, he was able to like throw portobello mushrooms into the pasta. When I'm eating the food, half of the experience is still on my side. I'm like, damn, this is fucking bomb. I don't go, oh man, this carrot is for
I think it's not just that though. It's about the support that you're giving the artist. Because I'm between both of you actually. Like I kind of still want to hear the music, but then I can't because of that. Because I don't
want
want
her back, so I don't listen to R. Kelly anymore, just because of my support for her. But if I was walking in the mall by myself, I would snap my fingers.
Yeah.
So the difference
And it was just
is
playing.
Some people.
So it's like when you're not eavesdropping because it's just in this space, and you're just kind of like, okay, well, I'm not gonna change it.
It's the remix, dude.
Well, I think. It
Shut up,
depends.
David.
I can't deny it's a good song.
Very good.
I can't deny that.
He was gonna be at my wedding, dude.
So I feel like this is the thing, right? Some people feel that it's tainted and other people don't. That's just the difference. So if the artist is some kind of weirdo and then it comes out that they're a pedophile or whatever, then it taints the memory that they have. Well, other people will be like, well, no, I still had those memories, and at that time I didn't know he was a molester or whatever.
Because I don't support him because I pirated those songs, so technically I didn't pay for it. So technically I'm in the green.
So yeah, in my book, I would be like, you're fine then.
Yeah, see? Bill Cosby too?
Because it's just not supporting the artist then.
Like I vehemently fucking supported Cosby, right? Bad move. Now but I still watch the Cosby Show. That's still my favorite sitcom till this fucking day because a lot of the stuff in the Cosby Show molded who I am today. But doesn't mean that I'm gonna stop watching the Cosby.
That's why I think art is two-sided. There's the side that the artist created, but there's also the consumer experience that I don't think you can really deny either. So for me, I'm like, the art that they make and put out into the public, it's as much that artist as well as mine. You know,
And I think
like Michael Jackson has become part of my childhood.
Your experience is different,
Yeah.
from who they are.
Yeah.
If I had known that prior to watching it, then I definitely wouldn't have.
And it's not like Michael Jackson's alive or R. Kelly's gonna like make new music that I'm suddenly gonna go to his concert.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like
Dude,
old
if R.
stuff.
Kelly made some shit right now, I want to watch it just to watch him suffer.
Like the I Admit song, it got so many hits.
That shit was so funny.